Hey guys, how's it going? It's Shaine. So, as many people know, South Koreans spend a ton of money on English education. I've also taught English here in South Korea to elementary school students and adults for many years. So I started to think there are many non-native English-speaking countries who have a high level of English fluency. What are they doing in their education system that is so effective? Is there a cultural component to this? So in this video, I interviewed 4 people from countries with a high level of English fluency. We have Bart from the Netherlands, Shaine from the Philippines, Sujung from Hong Kong, and Carl from Malaysia. I asked all of them about their experience learning English in their countries and why they think people from their country speak English so well. You might be thinking now, the Philippines and Hong Kong recognize English as an official language. Of course they speak English well there. In reality though, you can't make that conclusion because there's actually many countries that recognize English as an official language, including Rwanda, Cameroon, Pakistan, Tanzania, and India, but all of these countries on average have a low level of proficiency. So having English as an official government language does not guarantee fluency on a national level. This was a very interesting video to make, and I think we can all learn something from these countries. Without further ado, let's begin. Hello, how's it going? What's your name and where are you from?
I'm doing good. My name is Bart and I'm from the Netherlands.
I'm Sujung and I'm from Hong Kong.
Hi, my name is Shaine and I'm from the Philippines.
My name is Khalid from Malaysia.
So how similar are English and Dutch?
Super similar.
Yeah.
We're part of the Western Germanic linguistic family. That means that we're quite similar to English and a lot of our vocabulary have the same roots. So they're written the same way, sometimes even pronounced the same way. So as a non-English speaker and you hear Dutch and English, it might take a second for you to understand which language you are hearing.
Yeah. How similar is Cantonese to English?
Wow, I would say it's totally different because the word order is different, like the subject, the object. Cantonese is more similar with Korean than English.
How similar is Filipino to English?
Very different.
Okay.
Yeah, they are very different.
Yeah.
The structure, the words, everything is basically nothing's the same, I don't think. Okay, so for English, right, it's like
I love pizza.
yeah, I love pizza. So in Filipino, love I pizza.
Love, I pizza. So
the
verb,
comes
subject,
An object.
object. Interesting. How similar is Malay to English?
It's very similar to the
I
grammar.
eat pizza.
Yeah, I eat pizza. So saya makan pizza. Maybe for Malaysia, because the grammar is likely similar,
Yeah.
then we have motivation to learn and speak English.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Can you give me some words in Dutch that you think are really similar to English?
Oh, okay. Number 1. Water.
Water.
Yes. Jacht.
Yacht.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasmachine.
Washing machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apple.
Apple.
Yes. Plant.
Plant.
Yes. Lamp.
Like a lump on my arm.
No.
Lamp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last one. Stop.
It means go. No, it means stop.
Yes. Okay, the very last one. Discriminatie.
Discrimination.
Yeah.
People around you, where you're from in Hong Kong, how well do they speak English? Do most people speak English?
Almost 100% of my friends can speak English.
Wow.
English is a must in school. Because in Hong Kong, in order to graduate from high school, you have to pass certain standards.
All of my friends are fluent in English. Like I would say we are all fluent in English because we receive our education mostly in English. But in terms of just like a casual conversation and stuff, we just prefer to speak Filipino just because it's, I don't know, more casual. It feels more casual.
Interesting.
Yeah.
In Malaysia, we have a few different races.
Okay.
Malay, Indian, Chinese, and the other races. So we are multicultural country. But in my region, almost 100% all are from Malay. So we don't really speak in English at all.
Okay.
So we learn English only at school.
Yeah.
But for those people in the big city, they are mixed. They need to interact with the other races as well.
Sure.
Like for Malay, we are not fluent in Chinese or
Yeah.
Indian.
Yeah.
So the medium of the language is English. So those people in big city, they are more fluent. than me
Yeah.
in speaking English. Yeah.
It's never rude as a traveler in the Netherlands to speak or approach people in English. Because
That's
there's a 9 out of 10 chance that they speak English.
Yeah.
It's normal. It's okay. I think all my friends are at a similar level.
Yeah.
I think my family is below average.
Really?
But they speak English well enough so they can communicate with my wife. Because she's Korean, right? And they have to communicate in English. I have one sister, though, who doesn't speak English.
Okay. Why do you think that is?
Interest.
Yeah.
Just the lifestyle too, no foreign friends. Many reasons, but she's the only Dutch person I know who doesn't speak English.
So it seems like the younger generations are becoming more and more comfortable with English.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
We have most of our subjects in English, except for subjects that are supposed to be in Filipino, like a Filipino language class or like history of the Philippines. As soon as you enter school, like the children's books or whatever, they're usually in English. Like they do use both English and Filipino. But like now, I think they're putting too much focus on English a little bit. But for me personally, I think it was effective for me.
First of all, basic education. Now they teach a lot of classes in English. So math, geography, history. And it starts in elementary schools. A lot of schools have 50% of their classes in English. We're a small country. We do a lot of trade abroad.
Yeah. So
We don't dub movies. We hate that.
You just watch movies in English.
In English, yes, with Dutch subtitles. Because also the main reason is, of course, that it's quite similar to English.
You think so?
So
Yeah.
it takes less effort for a Dutch person to study.
We have two kind of high school. The one is Chinese high school and the one is English high school.
Yeah.
So in the English high school, all the subject like English, like math, biology, and
Yeah.
other thing, the teacher will teach in English.
Is that the one you went to?
Yeah. In that environment, you have to speak.
It's a lot of foreigners in the big city. So if you want to work, the method of communication all English. You have to speak in English in order to get a job. So it means you have the motivation. So okay, I have to learn English. If not, I can't get a job.
Can't make money.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. That's true.
Hey guys, I want to share with you a very exciting project that I'm working on. When I was learning Korean, I played a lot of board games in Korean because a Korean friend of mine owned a board game cafe and we would often have Korean study sessions there playing board games in Korean. It was so much fun and it helped me a lot to speak and to have fun with the language. That's why I'm really excited to announce Study with Sean Pablo, English and Board Games. I'm running 2-hour online Zoom classes and we're playing board games in English. I've been testing this class for a few weeks now and I've found some of the best games that are a lot of fun and are great for helping you to speak a lot of English. During the entire lesson, I'm taking notes of bad English habits and mistakes that students are making. After the class is finished, I send emails to every single student of some of the mistakes that I was hearing them making, and I write corrections to awkward sentences that I was hearing during the class too. I also send every student in the group a 2-minute long video of customized feedback for them. More information about the class at the end of this video, and links to sign up are down below. All right, back to the video. Would you say that there's kind of a cultural expectation in the Netherlands for people to learn English? Or people kind of look down upon if they don't study English?
No. People don't really
Judge each other?
judge each other. Not as strong as in Korea, I would say.
Oh, okay.
I think I can make that comparison because here there's quite a really strong competitive educational environment, right? In the Netherlands, it's more about do whatever you want to do. If you think that you don't need English and you didn't study English and your English sucks, it's your life, right? But we can't go do fun things abroad. We can't go travel together. It's going to be difficult.
Right.
Malaysia, we are very familiar with the British.
Uh-huh.
We have a long history with the British.
Yeah.
Like even the government, even in the education, they stress you have to speak English. If not, you can't really go beyond the Malaysia, beyond the border.
Yeah.
In order to be success, you have to speak English. That's our mindset.
English is a must in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Even in school or after you graduate, you work in a certain company, all the paperwork is in English.
Yeah.
And as you say, Hong Kong is, I'm not sure it's is or was an international city. So a lot of foreigners work in Hong Kong and we do have a lot of chance to use English.
I think the basis for it is globalization, of course.
You want to be competitive.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people think that knowing English is like equals becoming more competitive even in like Filipino society, which is actually kind of sad too, because a lot of parents like are increasingly talking to their kids in English. There are a lot of cases where kids these days have trouble speaking Filipino, and they have to take like supplementary like Filipino classes these days.
Okay, but you're also an interesting case too because you're half Korean.
Yeah.
Your father's Korean.
Yes.
Mother's Filipina.
Yes.
So what was that like? You grew up speaking two languages, English and Filipino, because your father, I guess he's Korean, he speaks English to your mother,
Yeah.
and your mom responds in English?
English, yeah. Growing up bilingual in the Philippines is basically what everybody
This is
does.
common.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
it wasn't anything different from like my other peers. Yeah, it just kind of got a little complicated when I started studying Korean.
I think native speakers are so privileged. And, I mean it in the kindest way possible, of course. You don't realize how much
Here it comes.
extra time
Here it comes.
people have to invest in learning a second language or third language.
I
just to
realize
communicate.
because I've studied a lot of Korean, but
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. Like,
It's not obvious for many people.
yeah,
I think there was this one case in Busan where they were like, oh, we're gonna start teaching in English or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
And then protests like started happening.
no way.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think,
when was
yeah.
this?
It was like sometime last year. I forgot when though. But yeah,
Interesting.
it was pretty recent.
So they're trying to start doing what the Philippines are doing,
Yeah.
teaching class in English.
Yeah, yeah.
People didn't like that
Yeah.
because they're thinking, oh, you know what? They're gonna forget their native
Korean.
language.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like even in Korea it's different.
Yeah.
Even though if you don't speak English, you can just apply for very the prestigious Sky University as well, right?
True.
You
yeah.
don't really need
yeah.
English to apply for the science subject for the non-English related
Yeah.
major
Yeah.
for the best university. But in Malaysia, if you want to go to the best university, you have to show you have a capability to speak in English or at least have a good level of English.
Yeah.
If not, you can't do anything.
For Koreans, right, they still take all of their subjects in Korean except English.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like they study English in a very textbook manner,
Yeah.
memorization and then spitting it out and stuff like that. But the difference in the Philippines is we just use English in school, and then the Filipino comes in like when we're hanging out with friends or just like casual stuff, right? So I think English and Filipino are completely integrated in society, but in like two different ways.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like in Korea, I feel like it's kind of forced, like the English education. That's why Koreans are kind of like they know English, but like not really.
Amazing, Shane. Everybody, Shane Hong, follow her on YouTube. All right, guys. See you later.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Definitely check out Bart's channel, I Go Bart. I'll link it in the description. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you later.
See you later.
Bye. All right.
Okay.
See you later.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, if you're interested in joining my English study group, the format for the class is as follows. For the first 10 minutes, we do self-introductions where everyone introduces themselves and says what they do for a living. After that, for the next 10 to 15 minutes, we do some English speaking warm-ups. The goal here is to get people to feel comfortable and for them to get to know each other. After that, we do a small English game for around 10 to 15 minutes. And then after that, we will do the main English game for around 40 minutes or so. Both of the games will require you to speak a lot with the other students and to speak with me. Also, both of the games are a ton of fun. People seem to really enjoy them. Lastly, for the remainder of the class, there is a rapid-fire question and answer speaking session. I have a list of questions that I ask to the students, and every student gets 1 minute to answer. All the while, I'm busy taking notes of things that I'm hearing so that I can give feedback later on. So far, with the test groups that I've been running, people have been loving this class. I've been receiving a lot of positive feedback. So if you want to join, you have to act fast. Click the link down below and sign up for a spot. The price to join one class is 40,000 won, but that might go up in the future. Currently, classes will be every single Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. Everything is online and over Zoom. I just ask that you use headphones and you are in a quiet place when you join the class. If we're all out of spots for this month, definitely join the waiting list. Also join the Discord because sometimes people cancel and I need to find someone the day before. So for people in the Discord, they will see up-to-date messages that spots are open, so definitely join that too. I can't wait to meet more of you guys and combine two of my passions, language study and board games. I think you guys are gonna love it. Anyway, click the link down below for more information. Once again, I'm Sean and I will see you in the next video. Bye.